All right, guys, welcome to the teen and young adult division for our Women's Ninja Association comp here at MLAB Ohio. This is going to be stage one for these ladies. They are doing a WNL style flow course, which means that they collect points along the way with every obstacle they complete. If they fall, their points are done collecting, but they can continue for their 2-minute time limit. So we're going to walk through the course so you can see our teen and young adult obstacles. They're starting on red. They're going to start with a rope in their hand and swinging over to this red platform here. Then they've got hands and feet if they want to use those on any of these quad steps, as well as the trampoline here, dismounting and sticking their landing on this platform. They can use their hands anywhere on the ring toss here, the blue, the silver, monkey bar their way over to this dismount here. Then they're going to turn the corner. They're going to put their feet on the flying bar cradles. Once they have touched this trapeze bar, that is a clear for this obstacle, and they're on to the next obstacle. They're going to use the trapeze. They can use the DGS fidget spinner, which is one of our sponsors, as well as the pop and hold butterfly. These are for purchase through a raffle. For anyone that's here this weekend that wants to go raffle, you may win these amazing prizes. They can use anywhere on the purple, and then they're dismounting to this block, again, sticking the landing here. Then they have feet on this diamond, hands anywhere on the slider, feet on the second diamond to dismount to this shared platform. And our last obstacle, they can use hands anywhere on this trapeze, anywhere on the blue holds on our butterfly, and anywhere on the spinning disc at the end to dismount and hit that Ninja Works buzzer. Ninja Works is the exclusive timing partner of the Women's Ninja Association. We're super excited for you guys to watch. This is a short wave. We only have 4 races total. We only have 7 athletes in this wave, so it will be quick. So make sure you guys tune in for the action. Our first runner will be taking the course, our first 2 runners, at 1:15. Again, this is stage 1 of 2. In order to win their division here at the Women's Ninja Association comp, they must have the lowest number of points. And they gain their points based on where they place in the course. So if you place first, you get 1 point. Second, you get 2 points, and so on. They will combine their point totals between stage 1 and stage 2. And that will ultimately decide who the champion is. Now, if ladies have the same number of points, the tiebreaker will be whoever places higher in that stage 2 course. Thank you to all of our amazing sponsors for helping bring this Women Ninja Association competition to life here at MLAB. Thank you to Coach Jen for her amazing course designs, to Michelle Warnke for allowing us to use this space, to NinjaWorks for being the exclusive timing system of the Women's Ninja Association, to WNL for creating this special event qualifier. The top 3 from every division will be going straight to WNL World Championships, which are happening in June in Greensboro, North Carolina. Our other sponsors, DGS, the ladies are fighting for a $200 gift card in that first place spot. NSC, our elite athletes are getting points that will help them have a better placement for their run order next season of NSC. We also have Sweat House, Roadrunner, True Chalk, Pop and Hold, Duonamic, Friction Labs, The Commentator Ninja, and Olo Shoes. Our stage 1 course is a side-by-side. However, each of the ladies will be scored individually on their side. They're not actually racing to beat the other one. It is fun to run side-by-side, though. You get to put a little bit more pressure on yourself running next to somebody. I enjoyed the semifinals racing, and season 16 side-by-side was really fun. We do have one camera that's catching the action, so we're going to try our best to keep both ladies in frame. However, if we lose one of them, you will see their names on the screen, and you will also see their time and their obstacle completion thanks to NinjaWorks, so you can keep up with how each lady is doing on the course. We've got 2 minutes until our first two ladies are gonna take on the course. We asked our ladies to fill out some information about themselves, like where they train, how long they've been doing ninja, and what female ninja they look up to. So if you're in the chat watching, why don't you let us know what female ninja you look up to in the community? This is gonna be a quick one. We have 7 runners total, only 4 races. So really make sure you're tuning in, keeping up with the action, because it's gonna go by fast. All right, we've got 1 minute to our first 2 runners today. We've got Malone and Kennedy stepping up. Malone is 13 years old. She trains in the NYC Ninja Academy, and she's been training for 4 years. We've got Kennedy, who's 14. She's been training for 5 years at Maximum Effort Training Studio. Kennedy looks up to Isabella Folsom, and Malone looks up to Addie Herman, 2 amazing ladies in this community. And they are off on that first obstacle, striding across, neck and neck, keeping up with each other on this one, turning the corner at the same time. There we go. Malone is off first, but Kennedy is right behind Malone to that final obstacle. Linking through all the way to the dismount. Clear for Malone. Kennedy is right behind, also hitting a buzzer. We've got 2 clears for our first athletes with 24 seconds and 29 seconds. Looking at this leaderboard here, 6 of our ladies are teens, and we have 1 young adult competitor as well. Our young adult will be running last, so that will be Gracie. Our next 2 runners are Camry and Eliza. Camry's 13, trains here at MLAB Ohio. She's been training for 6 or 7 years, and she looks up to her coach, Jen Sanders. Eliza's 14. She trains at Flipside Academy in Chicago. She looks up to Isabella, she said Wakeham/Folsom, and she's been training for 2 years. Camry's on that trapeze, but it looks like that Eliza is reaching out first. Eliza's building her swing up. She's got that pop and hold, and Eliza's dismounting. Falls forward onto the diamond. I'm not sure if they said hands or feet are okay on that obstacle. We'll have to go back and look at the rules. But they're both on the next obstacle. It actually looks like she's cleared, so she saved herself on that diamond using her hands. Throwing out, Camry catches that. Eliza's on the disc. Eliza looking for that dismount, and she's clear. Camry throwing to the spinning disc. She's got to make her hands a little bit wider to prevent it from spinning. And she can arch her back in her backswing and pull, and she is through. Good job, ladies. Let's see what we've got. Malone is still in first with 24. Kennedy in second with 29. Our next 2 runners of the teen division are Shay and Lola. Lola trains at Ascend. She's 14 years old. She's been training for 4.5 years. Shay also trains at Ascend. She looks up to Tej, and she's been training for 4 years. So we've got 2 training partners racing right now. That's pretty awesome to see. Linking through, no problem. Making the dismount, striding all the way across those dominoes. Already on that final obstacle here. Lola's out in front, but Shay is catching up, getting that domino. I missed Lola's run completely. I blinked and her run was over. But Shay is on that butterfly, building her swing up. Coach Lucas looks like she really wanted her to link that, but that's okay. Looking for that dismount. She's got to calm her spin down, makes the dismount, and hits a buzzer. So that's going to do it for our teens. And then we have one young adult that's going to be running by herself. This is going to be Gracie. Gracie is 15 years old. She trains at the barn. She's been training for 3 years, and she looks up to her coach, Isabella. She's got Sydney Smith walking with her right now, striding her way across, right away, making her way through the monkey bars. Really good setback with her hips. Doesn't quite throw it, and now she's got it. Turning that corner, jumping right out to that trapeze, taking a swing on there, reaching into the fidget spinner. Good pull back, goes right away to that pop and hold. One swing and dismounts. Now she's eyeing up that diamond. Big jump out. 1 foot on the last one, no problem. Gracie's on the last obstacle here, building up her swing on this trapeze. She can use any of those blue holds. Opts for the ones on the top. They do have a much better grip. Linking off of that dismount and hits the buzzer. Amazing. I always think it's really cool to watch the ladies that have female coaches, and it's cool to see the way that they move very similar to their coaches. So looking at our leaderboard, I don't have Gracie up here because she's in the division by herself. I can go check her results. But it looks like we've got Malone with a 24-second clear. We've got Lola with a 25-second clear, followed by Kennedy, Shay, Eliza, and Cambry. All clears from our teen division. They're going to get some time for redemption now. Like we said, this is a very quick wave for us. Just a reminder, we are turning the WNA into a bigger league than it is now. We are expanding. We are looking for host gyms that want to host a WNA competition. You guys can scan that QR code, or you can go into our website and apply to be a WNA host gym for the 25-26 season. If you want to keep track of the results yourself, head over to the MLAB page, their website. You can go under the women's comp. There is a WNA results tab that you can see all the results from today put together by NinjaWorks. And just so that you guys know, Gracie did full clear that course in 42 seconds were her results for our young adult. While we let our girls do their redemption, we're going to be changing over. Up next, we have our adult and masters division. They're going to be our last stage 1 runs for today. They're going to be starting at 1:45 p.m. Then we're going to do a reset, and we will be coming back at 6:30, roughly, for the stage 2 for elites tonight. I'm Megan Budway, owner and founder of the Women's Ninja Association, and we will see you at 1:45 for our adult and masters division.